Hi everybody, this is Momo, and today we're going to be making a fun card. It's not my original idea, but I've seen it a couple of times and I thought it was really cute. So I wanted to try it out for myself, so I'm going to do it for the first time with you guys on video. And we're supposed to start with, it's the flower pot card by the way. We're supposed to start with a 9" by 3.5" cardstock. And then we're going to get our scoreboard. And we're going to score it at 2 inches. And at 5.5 inches. And we're going to fold one piece back and the other piece forward. So it's going to end up like a little, sort of like a little S or a little accordion. That's Hero in the background playing with his toy. Babe, can you please make him stop? And then the next step is we're going to get our paper trimmer and we're going to line up the top, let me make sure I'm in frame, the top score mark where the little flap is to the actual cutting line, and then our other bottom corner to our 1/2 inch score line. Do it here. And then we're going to cut. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Once we got both sides done, we're going to end up with our little flower pot. And then what we're going to do is to this little flap that's going to go in the front, we're going to get our scallop border punch. And we're going to go ahead and punch it through. So isn't that super cute? And then what we're going to do is, I have these 2 little pieces of scraps. This is a good place to use your scraps. And I'm just going to run some adhesive. And we're just going to lay them right above the scallop. And I'm going to get the pink one and do the same thing. Just do it right above this one. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and trim off the sides. Perfect. There we go. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to put 2 pop dots on here, just to get this down. There we go. So we have our little front of our flower pot already done. And then we have, this is what the little piece that's going to slide in and out of the card like this. So it's just, this piece is 2.5 by 4.5. And this one is 2.25 by 4.25. So we're going to go ahead and adhere them together. So we're just going to layer this right on. And then I'm going to do a little stamping, just a few sentiments. And here we go. So I'm going to put on the inside of the card, on this little flap, I'm going to put "You're the best." And I'm just going to kind of do it, actually going to do it in the corner, bottom corner, so you can't see it when it's inside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this other stamp, and it says "Thanks so much." And I'm going to put it on this little, sort of like a little top note. And I got this from the Forever Young Cartridge. It's got a bunch of these, and I cut it out at 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to get my "Thanks so much," and I'm going to put it right on here. And this is going to go on the outside of our little flower pot. So we're going to leave that there. I'm actually going to let this dry. So I'm going to put together all my little flowers. And I didn't measure them or anything as far as how many are going to fit. So I just made 4 different flowers, and I'm going to kind of see how many of them can actually go on there. So I cut all 4 of these from the Forever Young cartridge. These 3 are cut at 2 inches and this one's cut at 1.5. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of them together and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've gone ahead and put our little flowers together. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open up my little flower pot and I'm going to line this up. There we go. I'm actually going to close it up and flip it to the other side. And I'm going to get some sticky strip. And I'm going to put some on each side of this just to keep it from sliding around. Then once you've got your sticky strip on here, you're going to go ahead and close up the little card. And that way it gives it enough room to slide in and out. There we go. And then our next step is actually putting our little flowers on. And like I said, I didn't measure this or anything, so I'm not really sure of how many of them are going to fit. But I'm going to try and figure it out here with you guys. So I definitely know I want to use that one. And I know I want to use this one. I just don't know if I want them tucked in or... I think I'm only going to be able to get 3 of them on here. Okay, so I think I figured it out. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this big one to the center, and I'm going to do that using an actual glue dot. And I'm going to get my pop dots, and I'm going to put this one sort of tucked in like that right here. And then this one's going to be the same way over here. There we go. And then our last one is going to go right here in the front. And I'm not sure if I'm going to pop it onto the card or onto the flower pot. And I think I'm going to actually put it here and see where it lands. I'm actually going to do it on the card. Okay, now that we've gone ahead and gotten our flowers on, I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit of doodling using my silver gel pen. Okay, so we've got our doodling all done. And all we have to do is just put our thanks so much here at the bottom. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and run some ribbon around this and tie a little bow. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use my brown again. And we're just going to go ahead and trim off there. And I'm actually thinking of doing my bow here at the top. Let me see if I can get this to run through, because I did put the pop dots there. I think it might work. So we've got our little knot all done, and we're going to go ahead and just trim our tails. There we go. And I'm going to burn the edges. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little glue dot, and I'm going to roll it up and put it right on the back of the bow, just so it can stay in place. And then our last step is to put our little sentiment. And I'm just going to get some pop dots again. And I'm going to put one on each side. And adhere this right to the front of the card. And there we go. That's our flower pot card. I really love the way that it turned out, and I'm glad that I went ahead and tried it out with you guys. And as you can see, we just have the front of our little flower pot, and then when you pull this out, so it says thanks so much, you're the best, and you can write a little note there for the person, and they think it's just like a little flower pot. So isn't that adorable? And this does fit into a regular A2 size envelope. Here's the envelope. So you know that everything coordinates, and you can maybe do some stamping on this to go with the flowers and get everything together. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's card, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye now.